Why fat loss is harder for women aged 30 and above. And no, it has nothing to do with your metabolism. Let's get into it. If fat loss feels harder now than it ever did before in your 20s, even though you feel like you have your shit together way more now, you're more disciplined, you have more structure, you're more organized, you're on top of everything else in life, this video is for you. See, the problem is not that you're lazy, you're broken, or it's your metabolism, or it's your age, or any of the things that you've been led to believe. In fact, let's just sit on that metabolism thing for just 1 second. Most women believe that their metabolism is just broken, age 30, 40 and above. But the statistics actually show, the research and the science shows that metabolism doesn't even change until age 60. And when it does change, it changes by 0.6%. This shift that you're feeling has nothing to do with your age, your hormones, or anything that you feel is really holding you back. And it's definitely got nothing to do with the fact that you don't know what to do. One of the biggest frustrations I hear from women is that even though they're in a better position in this time in life, fat loss feels harder than ever before. How can it be that you're more organized, more disciplined, more capable, but yet things don't change as easy as they used to? Fat loss feels slower, like friction, heavier, more frustrating, and way fucking harder to sustain. And that is because fat loss advice is not designed for a woman in your phase of life. It wasn't designed for women like you and I with full calendars, businesses to run, careers to develop, children to raise. So before we talk about what works, first we need to establish what doesn't work. Here's the part that surprises most women. Women don't fail because they don't have enough knowledge. They know they need to eat more protein. They know about calories. They know about steps. They know they need to eat less and move more. The problem isn't information, it is the implementation. Too many decisions, too many hurdles, too many emotional complexities, too many changing seasons, holidays, stressful periods at work, sick children, God knows what gets thrown into your week every single week. Too much emotional pressure that you're expected to deal with alone. Most women don't fail because they don't know enough. They fail because they don't know how to adapt and pivot with the information that they do know through every single season of life. Consistency isn't just about effort and discipline, it's about design. What actually works in this stage of life looks very different. Number one, career-driven women don't need more motivation, they need decision reduction. The fewer decisions that you have to make around nutrition, around exercise, around movement, around healthy habits, the more consistent you will be. This is the exact reason why, even though I've lost 23 kg and kept it off for life, I have coaches and mentors in my corner when it comes to fitness, physique development, strength, performance, to make sure that they not only hold me to the highest standard and get me to where I want to be, but I don't have to think about that shit day on day, running my business, running my team, running my household, and also managing hundreds of clients. Number two, you need a stress-aware style of programming. What I mean by that is you need the program or the method that you're following to actually meet you at where you're at and reduce stress, not exacerbate it. A lot of women aged 30 and above go for more intense, more, push, more HIIT, more cardio, more runs, more spin classes, less food. All this is doing is playing complete havoc on your central nervous system, spiking your cortisol and making fat loss 10 times harder. We already know that you're under pressure in everywhere else in life. Fat loss shouldn't add to that pressure. It should make you feel good in the way that you're taking care of your body. And number three, you need to build consistency inside an inconsistent routine. If you're anything like my clients, you will have a different week every single week, whether that's travel, client meetings, eating out, having a sick kid, whatever it might be. Not every week looks the same. And so following a rigid plan is always going to have an expiration date. You need to make sure that you know how to adapt and pivot through every single week and every single season to make your fat loss results sustainable. It's about designing a system that works on your busiest, messiest, most stressful weeks, not just when you have a clear diary. Because fat loss that fits into real life is fat loss that actually lasts. So what do you think about this? This year, make a commitment. Stop chasing the 8-week challenges, the 6-week shreds, the resets, the I just need a boost of motivation or something to get kickstarted, and start designing fat loss around your life. Your schedule, your stress, your commitments, your priorities, your responsibilities. So consistency doesn't become the challenge, it becomes the default. If fat loss has always felt like a constant restart where you know what you need to do, but for some reason you just can't stay consistent, this is the exact gap that I close for women. I don't coach women to try harder. That is not how I've helped over 400 women drop body fat for life. I coach women how to build systems that last for life. If you are over 30, you live a full life, and you want fat loss to feel calm, structured, and predictable without it taking over your entire life, you can hit the link below and apply for our private one-to-one coaching. This application is not a commitment. It's to see if we can help and have a real discussion about your goals and how we can collapse time together to make sure you get there ASAP, but more importantly, sustain that result for life. And if you're not quite there yet, you can just hit subscribe and I'll teach you how to stop making fat loss feel like a fight.